Yeah, and the last thing that I'm going to say about that, all right, is quit telling the same old stories, right? Quit telling the same old stories, because I promise you this. What I've learned is the longer we stay in one story and we build ourselves off of this one story that we have, that we've achieved, and granted, it's a great achievement that you did, a great accomplishment, but I'm telling you this, if the longer you stay in that moment and the longer you share these stories and you don't have new stories, the faster you're going to head in the direction of becoming an average person in whatever career that you're in. You always got to be moving forward. And you already know how I feel. If what you did yesterday, rule of thumb, right? Rule of thumb. If what you did yesterday seems big, then you obviously didn't do anything today, right? I love the fact that, you know what I'm saying, there's certain people that whenever I contact and whenever I connect with them, they're always on the move doing something, right? They've already done some great things, but now they're working on the next thing, right? You celebrate for a moment, but then you got to get right back to work to create a new story. It's always good to go back and share your stories to inspire people and all of that, and to teach people and to train people. It's great to look back, but it's imperative. Don't get caught up and don't think that that's who you are. You have more inside of you, right? But you just got to always be in the mode of creating new things. All right, so all of you know that I'm an avid reader, right? You know, I'm knocking books. I'm reading a chapter a day. That keeps the bill collectors away, right? A chapter a day. And some of you don't read at all right now, right? And what you want to do is you want to just start stepping it up just little by little, right? You want to progress. Maybe start with 5 pages a day or 10 pages a day. Whatever you can do consistently, that compound effect is going to kick it. You know, it's going to kick in for you. All right, so one of the books that I'm reading right now, right? And this is really a game changer, right? This is a game changer. This book right here, it's called, I'm still reading it, so I'm not going to even talk about it. You know, I don't talk about stuff I don't know about. But I just started reading this book. It's The Success System That Never Fails by W. Clement Stone. So far, it's an incredible book. I'm on what? One page, 100. I'm on chapter 13 right there, right? I'm on chapter 13. What I will say about this book, though, is I will say that this guy W. Clement Stone, he was a monster at what he was doing. He was a salesman, right? He's a businessman. And long story, real short, right? This guy, because we're talking about creating new stories, right? To be great, do these great things, but to always be in the mode of doing more. He sold insurance. Right, W. Clement Stone is a great story, right? But he sold insurance, right? And at the peak of his career, he was doing anywhere between 80 to 120 policies every single day. 120 policies being sold every single day. You're talking about a new story and not being satisfied and not allowing your previous accomplishments represent who you are. This guy, he's all about still creating new things, right? So whatever it is that you're in, you know, whatever field that you're in, right? Even if you're a school teacher, or even if you're a if you're a business owner, or if you're in cosmetology, or if you're a college student, right? Remember, listen, average people run this world, and I hate to say it, but listen. Average people really run this world, right? Average people control the conversations that you're probably having on the daily basis. It's all based off of average people. You want to be different, right? You want to be the person that has something new that they're always working on, right? They call it green and growing. That's what you want to really have. If you don't get nothing else from this video that I'm telling you right now, quit telling people your same old stories. It ain't a good look for you, I'm telling you. In today's society, the way this world works right now, it works off of people who are doing right now. Right? The world is changing. Right? So what you did and what we did 3 years ago, in a lot of cases, except them core principles, but the approach that we do on things, you got to make some adjustments, right? Even with your story, you don't want to be carrying around and letting a story from more than like 2 years represent who you are. Again, you can go back and share it, but this is all about creating new stories. And for the person that's down and out right now, if you down and out, you haven't had any type of success like in the past few months, wake up, baby, wake up. This is the type of economy. This is the type of there's never been a better time to be alive than right now. Because this life right now is for the doers. So even if you didn't do nothing yesterday, or if you didn't do nothing the past few months, right now, this instant, right? Demand it of yourself. Do something, and I promise you, the people that are doing it, they see you. In future weeks, you guys are going to keep hearing new things that's going on. But it's all due to wanting to create, never rest on your laurels. Right? That's what average people do. Average people have an opportunity to critique and say, hey, I would do this or I would do that. That's what average people do. Average people are trying to help you out. Right? Average people run the world. So I tell you, again, if you want to rest on your laurels and tell those old stories, yes, you will be the majority. You will be the majority when we're talking about new ideas and new things and new businesses that we've created. You're going to be the one that's just saying, oh, wow, look at what's this guy's doing. What does he got going on now? What does she have going on now? She's always doing something. I mean, that's what people really want to talk about these days. But if you're a doer, every day is imperative, right? Every day is imperative no matter what you're doing. My name is Billionaire Brown. This video today, we talked about a lot, but the last thing that I wanted to say was quit telling those same old stories. Do something today. If what you did last week and just yesterday seems big, then that means you didn't do nothing today. Celebrate and appreciate all of the things that you've done, even yesterday. But don't rest on it, right? There's a time and place for everything. And when someone asks you what you did on the date of yesterday, you can be able to tell them that you did something great. But when you speak to that same person again the next day or the next week, you still don't want to be talking about and celebrating what you did all those, those days ago or months ago. And hopefully it's not years ago for anybody. Create new stories. This is the generation of new stories. This is the generation that pushes forward, right? We know that there's the competition is now global and it's international. Right? It used to be just a domestic thing, right? Here in the States, but it's a global thing. It's international now. Your competency is so imperative. But the only way to become more competent in whatever you're doing is to become better every day. I'm your boy Billionaire Brown. This is my YouTube channel. I'll be back tomorrow. Y'all have a prosperous and blessed 2015. Creating new stories. I don't want to hear that old stuff no more. All right, peace.